Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another stream. This is our another preseason stream. This is my first preseason late night stream. Chill stream. This is mostly going to be covering the Seahawks Raiders game, the Eagles Bengals game, and the Ravens Colts game. The Ravens Colts game is in its closing stages. It looks like the Ravens will win that football game, but it is going to be news from that game: Anthony Richardson is hurt. He hurt his shoulder again. Daniel Jones had to close out that first quarter. That first half, my bad. Daniel Jones did throw for 144 yards in that game. Uh, Riley Leonard, the rookie out of Notre Dame, had 92 yards. It's I did the Ravens. Cooper Rush, 16 of the pick. He got completely dogged on. D. Leary, I don't know who he is. He had 43 yards in a pick on 3 of 12 passing. That is not good. That's 25% completion rate. Keaton Mitchell, the Ravens, however, had an incredible run game. 68 from Mitchell, 46 from Johnson, 37 for Ali, and Leary had 17 on the ground as the quarterback. And they also had an incredible um, uh, punt return game and a kick return game. The special teams were playing good. Wester, the punt returner, had a kick return TD. I believe that was what it was. Uh, I'm currently watching the Bengals Eagles game because I don't. Oh, the Seahawks Raiders game just kicked off. But we got some time left here in the Seattle game and in the Bengals Eagles game. But Seattle, they for the Raiders, Gino played a snap as a GNC got out there, and then but it was a quick punt. It looked like there. Here in the Eagles game, the Bengals started off hot, but then once the Bengals pulled their starters, everything just collapsed. You see there as on the score. We won't really be on the scoreboard much today, as I was in the last week's game due to the I am focusing on more than one game. Plus, I want to go do some chill stuff because this is the preseason. Nothing really big happening. I will be doing a lot of when the Texans play. I will be doing uh the we got Kyle McCord, the rookie out of Syracuse, is out there. The rookie from Syracuse he transferred in 2024 to Syracuse from the Ohio State, and that's the Eagles' new quarterback. The Eagles had an incredible game. Tanner McKee had an incredible game. He had 252 yards and 2 TDs. What a game from him. Joe Burrow, even though he hasn't played since the first quarter, leads the team with 123 yards and 2 TDs. Him and Chase were lockstep as always. Burrow had a 90% completion rate as well. But here's the other stats. Jake Browning came in. He completely sucked. Ritter was also in there. Is now in there. For the Eagles, we saw some of DTR. We saw a ton of McKee. Now we got Kyle McCord from Syracuse in there. big run. The Bengals defense has not been good today at all. McKee cut off both the first and second team defense for the Bengals. Not good. So, pretty good start to preseason from Tanner McKee. Let's go over what I had. And McCord is picked off. Oh, there he goes. And McCord just threw a pick six in his first pass in his career, I think, in the preseason. How about that? I think it's not a pick six. That is not a pick six. All turnovers are reviewed, but in so let's see here. Oh my God! It's Kenyon Green who's down, the former Texan. Jesus Christ, that guy. Gino's back in Seattle. Did they review it? pick six does not stand, but the interception does stand. Raiders is playing now. And the final is Indianapolis 16, Baltimore 24. So that game is done. We're Man, the Eagles love still Mac players, huh? Alrighty. So, with the Colts and Ravens done, we won't be talking based on them and that anymore. But this is just a late night and chill stream. Thanks to you for joining us here tonight. Gotta get into the 25. There's a spin move and nothing there. Oh yeah, welcome everyone to this stream. So I had a parlay going on. I don't bet on parlays. Alright. Oh shit, I don't even have my headphones on, which has my mic. So you guys might be not hearing anything from me for right now. Yo, can you guys hold on? Let's see here. Alright. There we go. I got everything working now. So, alright. So, the Eagles are just trying to close this one out.
They're saying in the preseason, I wonder what kind of progress that guy has made in his 1 year playing the sport. You had the #1 grade of any player in football last year in Pro Football Focus?
Yes, I do know that because in 2018 I wasn't doing the Eagles preseason yet, and sitting on my couch, I tweeted that I thought Milano was so impressive he might be an All-Pro someday, and thank you so much, Jordan, for making me look good.
Second team All-Pro last year.
McCord throws it deep.
Lofted it up there, but wasn't enough room on that far sideline for Taylor Morin to make the catch.
So let's take a look at our guy playing in his second ever football game. Bakalahi, okay? He's going to be one-on-one, a little bit of a bull one-arm stab, and then he gets his arms knocked down. You know, just because you're in practice, that is not the same as, can you imagine your first time ever playing a sport is at the professional level?
Not easy.
Like Mailata, he was a rugby player, but American football is just so different.
Foul. A quick burst again to the outside. I think it's positive yardage. Clock keeps moving.
It's remarkable what he's become, Mailata. I mean, obviously he's got incredible physical ability, but a lot of these guys have awesome physical ability. I mean, look at the guys out there for the Eagles right now. They're both 6'8", 6'7", long arms. Jeff Stoutland deserves a ton of credit, not only for how good the offensive line is in general, but in particular, the development with Mailata.
Well, he deserves and receives a lot of the credit from his own players anytime they talk about it. There's a kind of a touch throw from Warren down the right sideline and a little bit too strong for McCord. It's going to bring the punting unit out of the 6.
Alright.
He had him. Yep. But again, with the lack of reps, you know, you wonder how many times has he actually thrown that route to Taylor Morin. Morin played 6 years at Wake Forest, graduated summa cum laude as an engineering major.
Alright, the Eagles will punt it away. Bengals, remember, so there's no overtime in the preseason.
Well, truth be told, you had some trouble with months yesterday, so these things happen. Let's bring Dave Spadaro into the conversation now here in the fourth quarter. Spud, you take a look at guys who had an opportunity to make an impression and a lasting impression after game.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all.
So right now the Bengals at 20, the Eagles at 34.
Smith really show up, and Smith adds the explosive play with the punt return. Really important that the Eagles see some depth behind their starters, and then Jahan Dotson also had a strong game. Linebackers, Campbell around the football needs to secure the ball when he has an opportunity to do so. Mondon probably had a little bit of a lesson tonight, learning about the game of football at the NFL level and the tempo of the game here. And then I think quarterback is also a position that we talked about.
We have the stream is bugging on the cam. So let me just do this.
Back to practice on Saturday with their new quarterback. So the questions that we had going in maybe get a little bit closer to being answered with this game tonight. Certainly Tanner McKee, no doubt about it. A terrific performance as the #2 quarterback. Nobody within the Eagles organization has any doubt at all that if he has to play, he will play very, very well.
Well, thrown way out top by Desmond Ridder and turns into a completion.
Desmond Ridder throwing dimes?
Desmond Ridder, that's one of the best throws I've ever seen him make. Top of your screen is going to be a deep post. Perry Nickerson looks like he's in man-to-man coverage. That's tough. I don't know where the safety is in the middle of the field, but that's asking a lot to have a corner.
Alright, I'm going to see if the cam works now. Alrighty.
was a great throw, but if he let him, it's probably a touchdown. And that one way too much down the sideline. Trying to go back to the well with Mays. The other thing you got to remember here is Ringo and company all finished their night's work, and the evaluations will come. The work starts next week. Next week's a different kind of week.
Well, yeah, the two joint practices. And you wonder, obviously Ringo did not have a great night. He was also going against maybe the best receiver in the NFL. Right. So, but in fairness, maybe the starting quarterback for the Eagles is going to go against good receivers. Although, interestingly, they've been moving around Quinyon Mitchell at practice so that he has the ability to travel with an elite receiver like Chase if Fangio would elect to do that.
So next week, as we said, it's different. Wednesday and Thursday, the Browns will be in town. There will be joint practices both days, and that's really all the regulars getting all their reps in and going close to full speed, as you're going to see, almost like a game. And then,
Yeah, the camera is good.
Saturday, 1 p.m. Here's the link.
It looks like so.
Probably the two most important days.
Third and 8 for the Bengals from the 40. And here's Ritter. He got able to escape, and it's dropped by number 17. Wow.
He elects to throw it because he's got an open Cole Burgess, and Burgess.
Cole Burgess.
I bet you Ritter runs it the next time. Look at that. There is nowhere to go. Nobody around, I should say, to tackle him, and that's one where Ritter would have been better off tucking it away. They're going to go for it here.
They're going to go for it here.
Ritter was 8-9 as the starter for the Atlanta Falcons. Trying to get his team down to the 32-yard line to keep
Here's Ritter. Jumps it off. Wide open man is Tanner Hudson, and he got walloped. Again, I am the thumbnail. I just want to address the confusion. The thumbnail has Seattle versus Las Vegas, but this is just a late night chill stream watching the other preseason games. I'll see what's going on over there for Bengals are in the red zone. The first quarter, out of the first quarter, it's still 0-0 for the Raiders-Seahawks game. Raheem Mostert is playing football for the Raiders after spending a couple seasons with the Miami Dolphins. Gino played a couple snaps. Gianti had negative yard in his first career, some of his first snaps. For the Seahawks, we had Drew Lock. We got Drew Lock playing. Touchdown Hudson, and the Bengals are within 7 of the Eagles. However, remember, if it's tied after regulation, it's a tie. There is no overtime. No overtime in the. Ooh.
Tough to tell from that angle.
Toe tap.
Oh, this will be the best one.
I think he's in.
He's in. Pretty sure he's in. So. Hudson.
He's got that right foot down in time.
Probably a good thing he's wearing white cleats, right? White on white, you can't see his ball if he's wearing darker cleats.
So the touchdown stands.
Touchdown will stand.
As stated, we've got ourselves a one-score game now.
McPherson gets the extra point, and it's a one-score game now in Philadelphia.
He played 92-yard drive.
A 92-yard drive for the Bengals.
Opening it up. So your notable players tonight. Tanner McKee was marvelous. 3 total touchdowns, 252 yards. Will Shipley ran the ball well. Darius Cooper absolutely was eye-opening with his 6 catches and a touchdown. John Campbell got onto the field, made some plays, missed out an opportunity for a tip ball interception. But for him, it's got to just feel so good to get back to playing football again.
No doubt. He was so excited about it. He said it was going to be surreal to take the
Drock was just intercepted.
growing up around here as a big Eagles fan. And you see Will Shipley, but Campbell was, I just rattled off the 91 defense. I didn't mention Jerome Brown. I should have. I went already to Golan, his backup. But John Campbell, his favorite Eagles, LaShawn McCoy, Brian Dawkins, Trent Cole, and Deshaun Jackson. It's a pretty good fearsome force in this guy.
That's a very good mix, too. So on the return now, Robinson gets it out across the 20, up near the 24.
Eagles need to move the ball here, right? They're trying to win the ball game.
4 minutes. Well, 3:28.
Both teams still have all their timeouts. Eagles going real deep along the offensive line. Holland Pierce, the big undrafted rookie free agent from Rutgers, I believe is in for the first time. Keegan, last year's draft pick out of Michigan, getting some snaps at center. And they still got Makalani in a left guard.
So the aim now is to get a couple of first downs and run the clock.
There you go. And there's a flag. A holding call on the Eagles. They've been having trouble with those today. That is unfortunate for the Eagles.
Watch the 6th-round pick out of Texas, Cameron Williams. It's a run to the right. Watch his hands. Yeah, you can't do that. He's already outside the framework, right? So watch when the defender tries to disengage. He won't let him. He's pulling him. That is a blatant hold. And that's one of the reasons why Cameron didn't go until the 6th round. He had a ton of penalties and inconsistency.
Hand it off. Nowhere to go.
Not much on first down. Clock continues to move. See what the Bengals decide to do with regard to their timeouts. Zach Taylor trying to get his team one more opportunity, perhaps, to score and get this game tied up.
And that's something that Williams hopefully will learn from, Scott. You can get away sometimes with having your hands outside at the start of the play, but then you replace them, right? You bring them back inside. You don't keep them out there if the running back bounces it out. You're going to get called for a blatant hold.
Lessons learned.
Bam!
Now, Robinson is dropped, and a quick timeout for the Bengals.
Timeout Bengals with 2:42 left in the game. Bengals are down 34-27, trying to get it to try to get the ball back to tie it up.
Probably a good time to remind everybody there is no overtime in the preseason.
It's still 0-0 in the Seahawks-Raiders game.
All here that they would go for 2, but I guess you never know. Maybe they like ties.
I doubt it. Cincinnati, kind of a weird thing. They were back-to-back AFC championships, and last 2 years, 9-8. Missed the playoffs in back-to-back seasons.
Well, certainly, as much as Eagles fans are going to be talking about Tanner McKee tomorrow, Bengals fans are going to be talking about that defense.
Third down. Staying on the ground. Forcing the use the timeout.
There's the third down. Timeout, Zach Taylor. And there's one timeout remaining.
So now here comes the punting unit. And the Bengals, it looks like we'll get the ball back with some time on the clock.
You know what's funny too, Scott, in these situations is everybody will tell you nobody cares about the one-loss record in the preseason, and it's just about getting ready for the regular season, and it doesn't matter. I'm telling you right now, all these players and coaches really want to win this game. Whether they say it publicly or not, they just want to go in after the game and feel good about the reward that they had, that they got a victory. So they're both going to do everything they can to try to get this win over the last 2.5 minutes.
Man trying to get a good punt away here. Playing situational football late in the game.
First to go out the one for Seattle.
For Cincinnati late last year. Waiting to return it. That's a boomer.
That is an incredible punt. Oh my gosh. 18. And there's just a couple flags on the play.
65 yards on the punt. During the return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team number 45. 10-yard penalty.
Oof. Block in the back. And are we about to see a game-winning drive from Desmond Ridder?
Here are the players re-signed in the offseason. Zach Vaughn, what a year last year. Saquon Barkley, take that plus. Lane Johnson, we talked to earlier. Cam Jurgens as well.
And that's what the Eagles do. When they identify a core player, a guy that's a really good player, they reward them and they do it early.
Here we go.
Evidently, not every team in the division necessarily feels the same way.
That's incomplete. There's Howie Roseman.
Does an amazing job of not just putting the competitive team on the field, Ross, but looking ahead to how to stay competitive moving forward.
There's no doubt that he always has one eye on this year, but one eye on the future. And I'm past talking about him as the best GM in the NFL. I don't follow the other sports as closely, but I'm wondering, are there front office executives in the other sports that are better than him? Because he's as good as
Ridder on second down, going deep again.
That's going to bring up third down now for the Bengals. We still have 2:08 left to go.
So the Bengals can stop the clock 2 more times. But they got to get a first down first. And we'll see if the Eagles, do they come with a straight rush and let these guys out there like Gabe Hall and Ty Robinson straight rush? Or do they run some type of stunt? Antoine Powell-Ryland, 52 right there.
And the touchdown, Seahawks. It is Hulani. And I don't know if he got... The Hawks do get the extra point. So the Seahawks... And fourth down, one more shot for the Eagles, for the Bengals here in the preseason game opener. Preseason opener. They can only stop it one more time. One more play, and then for Ridder and the Bengals to maybe try it up, maybe go down and win the game, maybe get the tie. But it is one more play here for the Bengals coming out of the 2-minute warning.
Precision engineering, intelligent luxury, 7-passenger capability. Mercedes-Benz GLS, even standing still, it's moving forward. Switch to Square and join over 4 million businesses worldwide. Switch to fast setup and even faster checkout. Switch to making every sale the way you want and the way they want too. Switch to one system connecting every tool to every task, even as your business grows. Gain time and peace of mind with tools that bring everything together. Switch to Square today. Visit Square.com.
Colts third round rookie Justin Whaley has torn his ACL and missed the entire season. That sucks.
Insurance partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. No doubt about who that is.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't ask us. We didn't get a vote, but we both would have picked Tanner McKee, that's for sure. Just an incredible performance by him. Yet again, it feels like he's played well in any opportunities he's been given with this organization. And, man, you can see why the Eagles felt very comfortable to trade Kenny Pickett and make Tanner McKee the number 2 quarterback. He is exactly what you're looking for as a backup quarterback. We talked about earlier, he's making the 3rd-year minimum. There are years where the Eagles have paid upwards of $6, $7, $8 million for backup quarterbacks. So with all these good players on the team, you got to save money somewhere. And right now, they're saving money at number 2 quarterback.
And that gives them a lot of flexibility, as you said, in that way. But the other thing that jumps out to me is if anybody, and probably nobody in that locker room or in that coaching room had any doubt, if anybody was watching, right, had any doubt about whether or not they had a backup quarterback who could step in and help them win a game before tonight, I understand it's a preseason game. But you have to look at the reads he was making, the quickness with which he was throwing, the accuracy with which he delivered the ball. All of that was right there.
And you know why I think it matters so much? Hurts is, I think, missed a game or two every year. He kind of gets banged up with the way he runs. Last year was just a concussion. But if Tanner McKee has to play in a game or two or more, those guys are going to have a lot of confidence in him because all they've ever done is seen him play well, just like us. And I think that's huge. I've been in the huddle with starting quarterbacks, and the backup quarterback comes in, and you're thinking, uh-oh. When Tanner McKee comes in, those guys aren't going to be thinking, uh-oh. They're going to be thinking, here we go.
Well, this is whether or not we've got a ball game for the last 2 minutes. 4th down.
Here we go.
We'll have to get to the 30.
Ritter.
Throwing as
Incomplete.
Castro Fields there for the coverage.
And the Eagles will win the preseason game.
And the Eagles will take over on downs with 1:56 left.
Castro Fields was 3 for 3 tonight. In terms of making plays, they tested him. It's man-to-man coverage. They're not going to throw the flag unless they feel like someone's getting the advantage. They thought it was fair play there with Castro Fields and the Bengals receiver, Rashad Owens. No call. Terrific job by Castro Fields, who made 3 big plays here in the second half. For the, I think all 3 in the 4th quarter.
Cincinnati does have the ability to stop the clock once. I doubt they'll do that. The Eagles running the ball. Just in case they do. And it appears as though this one is counting its way down.
The Bengals will not use their timeouts, so it's going to be final here in they're in Philadelphia, 34-27 Philly. So let's now go over to Seahawks Raiders. So let's go with let's play some games like quick. So let's play some. It's the end of the first quarter there.
Welcome back to Lumen Field, second quarter. About to get underway. Raiders football, Seahawks leading Las Vegas 7-0. Look who's joining us. Apologies to all the Raiders fans that are watching tonight on the NFL Network. I know the Seahawks fans are so happy to have Michael Bennett, Mike B. So just a warning to everybody.
Don't mess up the broadcast.
Things are going to get a little crazy for the next couple of quarters.
We're not going to talk to the linemen.
I mean, we might, depending on how the Seahawks team line goes. This is O'Connell.
Aiden O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell. Oh my God, Aiden O'Connell just threw a pick.
Look at all the guys with no pads on. That's excited. That's the starting defense right there. That's what you need. That's the excitement you know that everybody's
Absolutely.
looking for the next player to make the best play.
Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the team
that's been in training camp starting to find their identity coming together. You see Josh Jobe right here, just staying on top of the receiver. Ball a little underthrown by Aiden O'Connell. Josh Jobe sat right there to take the football. He did a great job running it back too, Mike B.
This is great position right here. You got to box the receiver out. You cover the receiver. The DB comes over to the receiver. That's the best.
A little bit of a penalty, but it's okay.
Now, during the preseason, obviously this is an NFC Championship game, right? You as a defensive team will take that penalty, right?
Yeah, you want to take that because it's like you want to see how much excitement when you see the starters or the people who are third string, second string. You see they're excited to see the other players make plays. They're saying a lot about your team, and it becomes advantageous for everybody to have their opportunities. And I think that's what makes a great team. It's really just celebrating everybody.
And it's also showing Coach McDonald that they're bought in. Right? I'm excited for my guys making plays because we believe in the philosophy.
Lock.
Just throw this one away. Just getting pressured by the new Raider, Thomas Booker, who was traded over from Philly earlier this week. He said he was Corey Bennett back to Philly, his former Stanford partner. Thomas Booker and Tank Booker.
I'm just in a Tank Booker.
It's going to be Tonka. I'm very excited about some of the names I might get to see.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Seahawks with our leading scorer so far tonight. Orchamani took it in from 25 yards out. Last Seahawks drive. Xavier Martinez again, rookie, 7th round pick. Miami. He gets tied up very quickly by that. The Raiders hope that he has a good season.
So,
Third year now, he's a 7th overall pick.
I'm gonna turn off the thing right quick.
Yeah, that's the hardest when you're a young player trying to figure out the game, your bearings, and learn how to play the game. You get an injury, but time after time, guys get more plays than they become the player they're supposed to be.
Third and 10 for the Seahawks.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Is having a camp. He's getting more targets and more rushing hits. And the guy catches.
We got an immaculate grid here. We got Viking Cowboy, Cowboy Giant, Cowboy recorded interception, Colt, Viking, Colt, Giant, Colt recorded a pick, and then Viking LSU, Viking, not Viking LSU, Giant LSU, and then recorded an interception LSU. So, let's just start with recorded an INT LSU. We got to go with my man, Patrick Peterson. All right. Pat Pete. All right. So, let's now go. Let's see here. And it's second and 10 for the Raiders for the Seahawks. Fox snap, and the Seahawks got on it. We just had a bot snap. All right, recorded a pick Colt, and probably has to be as a Colt. I don't know. I'm gonna try Stephon Gilmore.
That ball was a little hot going there to it. But I think
Gonna go with this. What? Hello? I didn't even guess. Right here. Alright. Oh, that's so fucked up. Oh, that is fucked up. My ding lag. Alright. Alright, we're good. We got 6. Alright, never mind. Recorded a pick Cowboy. Deron Bland.
This time it's about humbleness, and he's coming out there showing that he wants to make those plays.
Deron Bland. There we go. So we got 10, 14, 13 on these guesses. We got 5 left. I can't believe they did this. Like, what the fuck? The lag, oh my god. Cowboy Giant. I honestly do not know. Cowboy Viking. Anthony Barr was a Cowboy, right?
You can watch and bet thousands of sports events, even some NFL games.
The public show is betting on favorite players and teams at all the main sports too.
Like we have time for that montage.
I told him we couldn't do it.
They couldn't afford me.
Anthony Barr was a Cowboy, right?
There's so much more than a great shirt.
Yes, sir! Alright. Viking LSU. You can do Jefferson. You gotta go JJ here. Alright. Neighbors, I believe. Alright, Colt Giant. Bobby Okereke. Bobby Okereke. Alright, one more guess here.
One appetizer and 2 entrees. Applebee's iconic $2.25.
Sorry, were we in that shop?
Okay.
Man, this is causing my stream to lag. Are you serious?
Before the 12 driver assist systems. Before the 7
Alright.
the airmatic adaptive suspension and predictive AI technology. It starts with the same simple philosophy to deliver the world's greatest vehicles. The 7-passenger Mercedes-Benz GLS. Even standing still, it's moving forward.
I give up. I don't know.
Seahawks football is presented by Washington's Lottery. When you play Washington's Lottery, you're helping fund the pursuit of dreams.
Rhodes and Garrett. Jason Garrett. Alright.
Career training, you guys. Some on-the-field training tonight for someone all of our audience tonight may recognize.
What up, dog? He even got credentials. Look at the thing around his wrist.
Alright. Back to the game.
I'm starting to think that portion on inches, movies, commercials, soap, body odor, spray. I don't want to use any soap he's using. Yeah. He's gotta love it.
Sincere McCormick now in a running back alongside Aiden O'Connell for these Raiders. Looking for their first points. 4 minutes ago in our first half of this preseason opener. O'Connell over the middle. Connected with his tight end, Ian Thomas, who takes it all the way into Seahawks territory. Nicely done by Las Vegas.
Alright.
That's a good play design right there by the Raiders. Little play action pop pass, seam, route. Good job by Aiden O'Connell standing in the pocket.
25-yard connection between O'Connell and 8th-year man Ian Thomas. Spent all of his career in Carolina before signing a 1-year deal with Las Vegas this offseason. Handed off. McCormick headed left to about the 44-yard line. And Marshawn wasn't just taking photos. He got into the action a little bit earlier, too. Watch this.
Why? He looked a little scared. I know he did look scared. Please don't touch me.
Well, it looked like he didn't feel
I'm
like
important.
moving his feet that fast, so he just throw out a ball and stop him from running into my shoes. Yeah.
Always He is. I know you guys know that.
Absolutely.
Better than most. Moisture. Good block there, making space for O'Connell to do that.
Nice dart by O'Connell.
All the way down inside the red zone, and just like that, the Raider offense is rolling.
Oh, wow. Just check out the slot right here. Seattle sent the blitz. And again, when you got 4 vertical coming in a blitz, there's holes in the zone. It might be when you guys back in the day gave up explosive passes, the D-line feel.
D-line, I think everybody. I think Richard Sherman was the most man with deep pass down over the top. But these plays are really hard, especially when you have those pop passes, play action passes, and you don't have somebody stopping the receiver just going vertical. Yeah, everybody can catch the ball,
33 yards on that O'Connell. This away.
O'Connell will throw it away.
I thought it was outside the pocket earlier, though, in the first quarter.
We'll be alive for maybe another 30 minutes.
Defensive coordinator. They call him AD. And dirty.
Yeah, I think he's from the UK too. I love this guy. I never got a chance to play for this guy, but being under Dan Quinn, knowing how to get the pass rushers going, knowing how to get the defense going, I think his tenacity as a coordinator is starting to spill over into the defense too.
Runs are into it now as well. Zamir Lights. Georgia running back with a handoff. Look at that power. Nickname is Zeus. I'm sure a lot of you who remember the Bulldogs winning that national championship a couple years ago remember him.
Absolutely.
We're back to Anthony Bell from Seahawks. Third down coming up.
Yeah, there's Anthony Bell showing up again. Kid that can play safety and nickel. Great eyes at the safety position. Whenever his guy blocks, he triggers.
Alrighty.
He needs to makes tackles on that.
Sometimes you got to give a DB who can come down and fill in these gaps, especially against a great running team or a team that's trying to establish a run like the Raiders, who are last in the league in rushing last year.
Nice. They're nice. Okay, first down. That one's incomplete. Coverage by the guy they call Patio. Patrick O'Connell. Nicely done by the backer for Seattle.
This is good coverage by them, right? Because the play before they came down, they play action. They do it right down the seat. This time they crossed a lot of crosses, had a one-on-one, and he had an opportunity to make that play. Even though it was kind of overthrown, he still was in the right position, hand over, and still made a good play.
Man, Patio is almost always in the right position to make a play right before this play happened. He pointed to him. I said, oh, he's coming my way. He's coming my way.
Stream is a little delayed. It's been lagging a lot. But we got Daniel Carlson now trying to kick it for the Raiders.
For the first time this preseason.
And the Raiders are on the board.
47 yards and just 3 first downs their first 3 possessions. Las Vegas is a whole lot better on that series. 7-3 here at Seattle.
The fight against Alzheimer's now matters because now we have treatments. Now we're seeing change because now.
All right.
So now is the time to move. With your community, it will never quit. The Alzheimer's Association walk to end Alzheimer's.
So I'll be right back.
You don't have to go far.
Far away.
I'll be right back.
Boxes, sure, they bring you stuff, but they can't make a pool day more fun. Maria, though, who sold you her lounger for opera, just threw in a cooler for free. Discover life outside the box.
Is that a bubble or a first step? I know. Come on. Here's a play. But your OLED doesn't pop in the sun, does it? It's not bright enough.
What about the corner chair that no one can see from?
Anti-reflective screen, ultra-wide viewing angle, 0 port. Now they see the house with the best seat in the house.
It's definitely something.
Everything's better.
Just 49 keys inside a metal thing from 1958. Or it's the first step to becoming a writer. And your book is headed to a fire character, aka your best friend. Or becoming a chef who makes spaghetti. Or starting a travel season that takes you from South America to Scandinavia to oh, pizza, whatever you want to be. One step can take you everywhere you want to be.
Seahawks football is brought to you by your Western Washington Toyota dealers, the preferred truck on the Seattle Seahawks.
Las Vegas gets on the board with a 27-yard Daniel Carlson field goal. Now the Raiders will kick off. Drake Young, George Alani back deep for the Seahawks. Scored on a Alani 24-yard touchdown scamper at the very end of the first quarter. So the starter for the Seahawks, Sam Darnold. So defensive starters, Demarcus Lawrence, with number 0 beside him. Line will just take the touchback, take this out to the 35-yard line.
Alrighty. Here we go.
Well, he also came from a great defensive coaches from Rob Marinelli to these type of guys who were the defensive gurus.
DeMarcus Lawrence came over from the Cowboys.
He is a monster. Doesn't care who you are.
Matt Jones.
And guys, other than the obvious pass rush and the production that DeMarcus Lawrence adds to the defense, I think hearing his voice is the leadership aspect of everything. And, getting guys, you know how training camp is. Mike, like, there's days you don't feel like practicing the two-hour practices and things like that. But D-Law is always a calming voice, not only just on the defense, but on the entire team. Come on, guys, we got to have these days. These are the days we got to do that.
How important is that when you have a 12th-year guy going through drills harder than maybe your youngest?
It was interesting because I got a chance to play with DeMarcus Lawrence in like year 6 and 7. So seeing him now, how wise he's becoming, understanding the importance of leading by example. I think he's starting to take in that role. I think it was a little different on Dallas. Just a lot of stars on Dallas. Coming here as a veteran, seeing the young defensive line outside of Leo and Jerry Reed, there's a lot of young guys. So he sees the potential of what he could be added to this team.
Oh my God. Solid run by number 36.
Yeah, and again, guys, that was a second or third.
Alani, he's having himself a night.
You see Christian Hayes and those guys get out in front of George Alani and just move people out of the way. It's a great move right here by George. And then get down the field and get the first down. Look at Big Hayes right there running, putting guys on the ground. That's the type of energy, that's the type of effort you need when you want to be a championship team.
Third 20-plus yard play tonight for George Alani. Good for him. Damian Martinez now in play action. One rusher.
And the Seahawks are moving.
These screens are kind of like run plays. What do? They rush back up to the line. They think that they're going to come in, do a run play. They come back with a play action. Go right down the middle. It just changes the whole type of the game. The game plan. To me, this is what they need.
All right, so I have all quarterbacks today for my parlay that I didn't. So I don't really bet. I just pick my picks, screenshot it, and then just get off the app because I don't bet. Cooper Rush, less than 122.5 yards. He definitely had less than that. He had 16. Yeah, definitely less. Kyle McCord higher than 38 yards. McCord higher than 38 yards. I did not even come close. 8 yards, McCord. DTR, I needed him to have higher than 43. He had 56. So, Milrow, I had higher than 98. O'Connell lower than 95.
But I truly believe this guy has unique vision at the running back position.
O'Connell has 80. Touchdown Seahawks. Who was it? Torrey Horton. Drew Lock is having a game. 128 yards, a touchdown, a pick. I've been live for about an hour. I'll go for another hour probably. But yeah, I missed. So I'm 1-1 on the parlays this year. This preseason so far. A blocked extra point, so 13-3 Seahawks.
Throw it out, baby. First touchdown. Look at Spoon. Get hype for your dog. We'll be back.
This is the second of 7 preseason streams on this channel.
Take 2. Nope, it has no impact on weight, big guy. This isn't gonna work. Okay, no more funny business. Take 3. There is nothing funny about how people with piercings or tattoos cannot donate blood. No, yeah, maybe if you read the script. You guys know the script.
Is that a fumble or first down? Fine. Hold on. Here's the play. But your OLED doesn't pop in the sun, Doug. Stop right now.
What about the corner chair that no one can see from?
Anti-reflective screen, ultra-wide viewing angle, 0 4. Now, have you seen the house with the best seat? Everything.
So then, what's the next? So the next non-Texans game will be next on August 16th. So that will be a week from tomorrow, next Saturday, August 16th.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company.
No, next Friday. So next Friday, we'll have Cardinals, Broncos at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll have a narrators Cardinals game after the Lions Texans preseason game. Raiders Cardinals 9 p.m. on the 23rd. And then we'll be gone for a couple weeks, and then we'll be back September 4th with Salt.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where you lose Lucky and you trying to find out who's going to be that third receiver. And I think he sees there's an opportunity. And so now he's stepping in. No, I saw the kick off ball, like, oh, he's hit the ball. But you have those guys. Who's going to be that third guy when the game's on the line to find those plays, to find those holes? And I think he's like, there's an opportunity. Usually as a young receiver, there's never that hole that's open up. He's like, man, I've got these guys in front of me. When he sees that's an open position right now. And he's taking full advantage of every snap, every time he's at practice, every time he's in the game right now.
Yeah, he is. He's taking full advantage of it. But it might be it's more than just on the field. You see this guy around the building. He always has his iPad, always studying, always trying to get better. So I'm really not surprised that we're seeing the success from Torrey Horton.
This is a really cool event for Las Vegas. Since he reportedly trades money back out, staying out too. Thomas, and we call this a great tackle. Anthony Bell, 4th-year player, and he's got a great story. We'll get into it later in the broadcast.
Good tackle there by Bell.
That's a great tackle by Anthony.
I know all the fans are like, I can make that tackle, but that's a very skilled tackle to happen. Open field as a DB against a running back, no help, just besides the sideline, and make that tackle on the first play. That's a very skilled play and a very veteran play.
Absolutely.
Tackles already tonight. That one for loss. And 11 here for Vegas. Go back to the corner. It's kind of just as he crosses the line of scrimmage. Third and long for Raiders.
I picked Brandon.
I was about to say.
You know, I knew he was going to take his shots. I explained that in the pregame. I think he did a great job, right? As a defensive line, you want to be able to make a strong line where the offensive line doesn't get much penetration. There's opportunity to make a routine tackle with linebackers, and everybody can swarm, and there's no place for the runner to go.
It's a great play by Phoenix right there. Big body, too, man. That can move.
Raiders are 1 for 4 on third down conversions so far tonight. Moves with the veteran to get in the running back. Cooper's there, close to the line. There's Banks. It's a lot of preseason, you guys, but the 12s are going to 12.
Prior to the play clock expiring, Las Vegas took its first time out of the half. Get 30 seconds.
The clock, man.
He knew that the offense was in trouble. He knew about the fan base and understands not just the fan base, but that defense. There was some confusion up front. It's the multiple defenses that Mike McDonald throws at you that kind of cause that.
And I talked to Pete before the game, and the first thing he said, Mike, I want to see. I never felt what the 12s really feel like. I think it was something, but being on the other side, I want to see what the fan base really feels like. And that was one of the times
He felt
you
it.
got to feel that, Pete. You got to feel that.
Turning point. 137 regular season wins as head coach of the Seahawks, of course, winning Super Bowl title. 2 guys beside me.
You're welcome.
Third mates for Pete's new team, Las Vegas Raiders.
O'Connell throws another pick.
For the second INT for the Seahawks tonight. Flags out in the backfield. Let's see if this one stays.
Wow. This was a great job by this defense executing what they needed to execute. You got to show them a blitz on the left side. You actually bring it on the right side with trap coverage on the left side again. Mike McDonald is in his bag right now. And this is only preseason game number 1. I think this is base install, Mike.
Yeah, it is base install. The thing about it, though, is that, Connell, he was a 7-game starter last year, so he should know these blitzes and know where to put the ball at. So, as a veteran that had a lot of time against great players, he should have made that throw. However, after the play, unfortunately, Seattle, again, the bench players wearing the number 9 uniform. The 15-yard penalty for the interlock, first down Seattle.
Nehemiah Pritchett following Josh Jacobs' lead, my friends.
Absolutely.
For the Seahawks, third interception we already have in this first half.
And second unsportsmanlike penalty from the excitement from the sideline of the guys that aren't playing, just being excited about their guys making plays. That's culture right there, guys. We talk about teams building culture, a second-year head coach trying to establish their identity and culture. Well, when you see that all of the starters clear the bench for backup players to make plays, that is the definition of culture, right?
Yeah, I don't know if that's the definition of culture, but that's the definition of something. I think that's the definition of a little bit of everything.
It reminds me of when you guys were suiting up not too long ago. Let's see if the Seahawks can take advantage on their second interception tonight. That's Martinez. A little more open the play. Good shimmy shake by Martinez.
See, this is what I was just talking about before. Gary Kubiak is creating and designing these plays, these pass plays. Sorry. But Clinton's being able to design these plays, that pass plays that feels like runs, getting out to the flat really quick, open, and giving his runner a chance to be one-on-one with a defensive back, with a safety, with one linebacker, getting a chance to make them miss. These are great running plays too, in my opinion.
Absolutely, man. Getting your guys in space, forcing the defense to have to make a tackle.
Martinez to pick up the first down. He got close to it.
zone running. Damian Martinez did a great job in Miami last year down there with Cam Ward. Now just trying to find his way.
First virtual measurement tonight. Unfortunately, just getting word that we're having some technical difficulties and there is no virtual measurements. We saw it in terms of some of you watching the Hall of Fame game last week. Saw it. It's going to be a part of the NFL this year. Very similar to those of you who also watch tennis. A player can ask for a review, and everybody stops, and everybody in the stadium looks to the big board because again, it is a virtual measurement. So the referees, the humans, will spot the ball.
Humans still have to spot the ball. We have to let all of our viewers
Poor
understand.
humans, what are we going to do about this? ChatGPT, virtual, everything's like, a human, he's looking like, he thinks it's a virtual measurement, and there isn't one. We've got to stop the AI. They're taking over.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if anyone has told me and the crew about this technical difficulty.
Okay. Nothing worse. It's like somebody never told you to party over. Video working. Returning the ball is short. He's third down. That's hot.
So I will summarize quickly. Screw the robots. The humans say it's short.
Yeah.
Third and short.
But I mean, I don't know. I'm just so used to the chains coming out. If it's short, show me it's short.
We will look up to the big board now.
There you go.
In future games, where the technology is working. 3 tight ends there, going heavy on the Seahawks. Locke will just follow his offensive line, who has looked really good in this first half. For another Seahawk first down.
Yeah, you see David Sundell up front. You see big Christian Gaines pushing people, moving grown men completely off the football. That's that surge that we talked about earlier at the beginning of the game. This Clint Kubiak offense, you want to see that initial 6-inch to a foot surge from that offensive line to get the run game.
Seahawks looking to build on their 10-point lead here. Final 3 minutes of this first half. Season opener, the Hawks and the Raiders. To his left, to his tight ends, Elijah Arroyo.
This kid's so fun to just watch him play. Talking about Elijah Arroyo, I mean that play right there, you would have thought Drew could just throw that ball out of bounds, dead play. But what he did was he threatened upfield and came back to give his quarterback a completion, just to get his quarterback. I mean that's a veteran type of a play right there. Great job by Elijah Arroyo.
With the touchdown, 140 yards passing so far. Reception tonight. Martinez deep in the backfield, locked under center. Hand it off to Martinez. Right, flag in the backfield. Lots of flags. It's Michael Bears, former Seattle Seahawks, now a Raider. On top.
Number 61. Penalty. We play second down.
So that's Jalen Sundell.
And there a penalty.
Who's entrenched right now in a position battle at center and at guard. They had a great camp. Just kind of overextended right there on the wide zone.
Olu Timmy is probably going to be the starting center for the Seahawks. But as you mentioned, Sundell has been going toe-to-toe with Olu. He's looking to start maybe at left guard.
Absolutely. The more you can do, Mike, the more you can play. Exactly, man. Exactly.
Versatility is key.
We got 2 minutes left in the half.
It's our 2-minute warning. So Drew Lock and the Seahawks with a 10-point lead over the Las Vegas Raiders here at Lumen Field. 2 minutes ago in our first half.
Carter Blood Care spokesperson auditions. Take one.
Trust me when I tell you, donating blood damages your immune system.
Cut. The studies that commit.
Take 2.
Nope, it has no impact on weight, big guy. This isn't gonna work. Okay, no more funny business. Take 3. There's nothing funny about how people with piercings or tattoos cannot donate blood. No. Did any of you read the script? You guys read the script?
I don't think they take that here.
Of course they take Discover. Second to pass, baby.
You're the one who owns 13 pairs of parachute pants.
And these are my 14.
FanDuel's My Spend Choice. Easy to view your deposit and bet history all in one place. Betting without it's like shooting a duck. See the whole picture. Make FanDuel's
We're almost close to the average cowboy crash out.
Just 49 keys inside a metal thing from 1954. First step to
It is going to be fun to see the Cowboys crash out. Alright, so we got 2 minutes left. I will not be live tomorrow for those games, but I will be live Saturday for the Texans game.
Before the 12 driver assist systems, before the 7 passenger seating, the aromatic adaptive suspension, and predictive AI technology, it starts with the same simple philosophy to deliver the world's greatest vehicles. The 7 passenger Mercedes-Benz GLS. Even standing still, it's moving forward.
And then next Saturday, I'll be live for the Panthers Texas game exclusively, and then we'll have some fun on them on their chill stream like this on 9:30 that night. We'll be mostly watching Cardinals Broncos, and then that next Saturday, I think it will be Lions Texans. Then another Cardinals game that this time will be a Raiders game too, and then we'll be gone for 2 weeks, and then the stream between the Cowboys and Eagles will start the season. Me and Salt will be here.
Oh, been in the gym? Oh, we just finished at the lunch table. It's like which one? Both. You told me the grill team. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, man, I'm messing with it.
Paul Sylvie and Cliff Gabriel will be having a halftime in just a minute. Sam Donald, Cooper Cup, Ben Robinson, and Scott up here in the booth with you. Appreciate you all tuning in, however, and wherever you are. 13-3 Seahawks. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Drew Lock has been the quarterback for the entire half of the Seahawks. Sam Donald. Character doing his wideouts, but sensational hits. Cody White was the intended receiver. Blue jelly popped it.
Yeah, Caillou timed it out right, knocked the ball out. But if you saw after the play, and everybody thought it was a fumble, Christian Haynes was just knocking people out. Talk about setting the tone for the offense. I know those are incomplete, but those are beautiful play by Drew Lock. Because I think being able to come up there, then he had the sidestep, the sidearm. That was a perfect play by him.
7 for 9 on 3rd down so far tonight. And Love does here. David Martinez. Get closer. Get it to the 21. So about 30. Matt Jones and Michael Barrett there for the Raiders. See if
First time out of the half. Maybe second.
Seahawks send their kicking team out there.
And it looks like Las Vegas is trying to get an opportunity for possibly a 2-minute drive this preseason.
Yeah.
You got to work on situational football, Mike. Every situation, you want to see how guys do in different moments and see when there's a critical moment in the real season. Will guys be able to sustain, make the right plays, know what's happening, what's going on with the league, what should we call, what down is it, how do you respond? So I think this is great. You got to call those timeouts. Yeah, you do. And I know whenever back in the day we used to be in 2-minute mode and the defense maybe was out on the field, I already knew at least the first play, Mike Bennett is jumping off sides. Just one. He's going to give you one. You just let that go? No, I can't. Just let it go. No, I can't, bro. Please. We used to get so upset.
Let's get back to that, boys. After this, Jason Myers, 48 yards out.
This is a top 50 player.
Seven of 8. There's the distance.
No good. That was good. 16-3 Seahawks. 1:42 left in the half.
Oh, let's talk about the football. I'll tell you one thing. One thing I've been impressed with about Seattle Seahawks here in this first half is just the line of scrimmage aggressive.
Good half from the Seahawks backups.
Offensively, that's that surge that we talk about that's required in the run game. on defense, they're attacking the line of scrimmage, whether it's a ball carrier carrying the football from the home position at the running back position, or whether it's the quarterback dropping back. This defense, this team is attacking the line of scrimmage.
And I agree with you. I think also what you're seeing too, I think last year with the offense and defense, there's a little bit of confusion. Right now, you see people who are astute and know exactly what to do on both sides. The offense is looking really like the offensive line knows what's happening. The defensive line, the secondary, everybody kind of has fell into love with what they're doing and falling into the love of the coaching that Mike is doing this year.
Take any player at New Hampshire, so I'm 35. So let's just take a break that up, like, because one of the things that a number of guys on offense for the Seahawks have mentioned so far is there's just, even though we're still learning this new scheme, there's a clarity in the scheme that's been really easy for us to understand.
Yeah, that becomes super hard as a player, right? That clarity, that understanding, knowing where you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to be there. Not just knowing what you're doing, but what the guy next to you is doing, how the offense is going to attack us and how the defense is going to attack us too. So that's what makes it very complicated in understanding who the offensive coordinator is and what's his DNA, the same as the head coach.
I just want to point out, you know, you can see it at home. Marshawn Lynch is FaceTiming us.
Yeah, he's trying to get me to talk.
And we're trying to call a football game. And that is a sensational catch by Alex Barkley. Diving, letting him pull out for that one. Flag in the backfield. So coming back.
Holding, offense, number 60, 10-yard penalty, replay first down.
Barkley, understandably frustrated, because that was a sensational effort on his part. It's the rookie Charles France.
Yeah, he's FaceTiming us right now.
He's
Yes.
on.
1 minute, 34 seconds.
And that's a Ron Margaret's Seahawks photographer next to him. Marshawn, we're on television. We're trying to work here.
We're trying to work this a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I know 37 Williams is so happy that play was called back because he didn't touch the guy. The guy got back up. I guess he thought he was down, and that happens a lot doing training camp because you never on full on tackle. Now you get out here, you got to make sure you get the guy down because that could have been bad.
First and long. Down to the other sideline. Would have been a tremendous catch. Colin Johnson made it, but it was deflected.
I appreciate it.
And already had one of the interceptions for the Seahawks in his first half.
And look how patient he is at the line of scrimmage. Understanding he has to close the distance between himself and the wide receiver. Gets his eyes back, puts his arm up. Great play by Nehemiah Pritchard.
That was one of the question marks. There's not that many question marks on the Seahawks. But who are going to be the third and fourth cornerbacks?
2nd and 20.
Well, but Nehemiah Pritchard certainly making a case so far tonight.
Here we go. Throws it wide open.
Here is another one of his tight ends. Got a lot of them in Vegas. They want to go quick, understandably.
Going no huddle here.
Tempo's going to test this defense's communications in this 2-minute drive.
AOC.
Close to the 48-yard line. That's good for a first down.
Well, this one becomes very interesting, right? Because on the defensive line, the linebackers, the outside linebackers, we know the players. In the secondary, we know the players. I think the linebackers is where we need to start to get involved from there. Before Bobby Wagner, KJ Wright, it's like, yeah, Ernest, we have some other guys, but we don't really know them that well. And if you look at how teams are attacking right here, they're going right down the middle to see where the linebacker plays are. Preseason, another review.
What the fuck are they reviewing?
Make sure it's a catch.
So what you trying to say about the linebacker? I'm just saying that somebody needs to emerge as a star. You know, somebody needs to emerge as the leader, that guy, because it's good that the defensive line is kind of the raw guys. And it's good that the secondaries can come down and hit. But it's really about the linebackers coming down and being the ones who they call the play, set the front.
That's an obvious catch.
The ears and arms and the legs of the defensive coordinators.
That's out, Mike.
Oh,
No, it's
That's out. I mean, I think he caught the football, but he never actually got down. Oh, they talking about this one. I was looking at another one.
no, that's tough. I don't think he got that first down. That was a good tackle. That was a good rugby tackle, shoulder on him, being able to drive your feet. That's what you want to see for a tackle. It's really Every young person that's watching football right now, stop ducking your head. Use your shoulders and use your pads. Because if you don't, you will be injured. Tackle, there's nothing wrong with putting a little pop or a little sting on a big play in a football league. That's what we're here for. We don't got to hide from them. We got them because we need them. Because we need them, Mike. Even though I didn't wear any. You didn't wear any shoulder pads. That was just your shoulders, man.
Have I mentioned that I missed you guys?
We missed you too.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, we missed you.
It's good to see you.
Oh, man.
It's your passion.
After review, receiver was down inbounds. Therefore, in this situation, the clock was at 106 at the time, so we're going to run 10 seconds from there. 56 seconds on the
So play stands.
30 seconds. Thank you.
It's on top of Anthony Bell.
Yeah, but I think they're saying his shin right there is down.
That's a good call.
It's a good call. I think that's a great call. Yeah. I'm not one to say refs have good calls, but that was a great call.
So they run 10 off the clock. So 56 now for the Raiders to try to get on scoreboard one more time before halftime.
O'Connell in trouble.
Looking back, shoulder just couldn't give it up on it. Once again for Colin Johnson. They're going to connect at some point. Not just yet.
Well, I know the last play before that throw, I didn't go back to the D line, but Mike Morris and the rest of the D line right there put a lot of pressure, being able to come from the middle. I think this is Mike's year to step up as a player. Before he's kind of been wishy-washy where he's supposed to be, but I'm starting to see confidence the way he played when he was at Michigan. Mike Morris stays after every single practice. He works on his body.
Here we go.
Really showing he wants to be a part of this team.
O'Connell. He is strip sack. No. It's incomplete. It's ruled incomplete.
And I know you're going to say, Mike, no, not the D-line, but I'm going to say the pressure right here. Being able to take the tackle, push him into the quarterback, collapse on the pocket, and, you know, this is a quarterback who's playing a lot of big games, so being able to push the tackle and get there and put pressure on him, make him uncomfortable, no quarterback wants to do that. You saw his face, like he won't like it, but he had a little tenderness and scare in his face, like he's been cooking his stew all day with the pot roast. Tyreek Smith on the pass rush right there.
Las Vegas 1 for 5 on third down conversion so far tonight. 37 seconds to go in our first half.
47 seconds. O'Connell finds his man. That's a first down.
Close to that first down marker. Clock still running. You can move the sticks.
All right, Pete Carroll called the timeout.
Still a little life here. 30 seconds now.
Here we go. We got O'Connell handed off. All right, there we go. Pete Carroll now calls the timeout.
Good situational football. Takes his third final timeout. 30-second timeout. They took another timeout. Looks like they're trying to get some points on the board before the half. That's a Pete Carroll thing. He wants to get points on the half and then steal points. They get the ball the next half. And then for Aiden O'Connell, I think this is good for him, right? Because just because you're number 2 in the depth chart doesn't mean that they're continuously not looking for the quarterback to back up Geno Smith. I think we seen him last year make some good plays on a less talented offense, but this year there's a new scheme and Pete's believing in him, this opportunity to be a quarterback who can make the tough throws. And he's been taking a pounding tonight and being able to get back up and throw the ball play after play.
Your man, Adam Purdue.
This new Chip Kelly offense.
O'Connell. Johnson, incomplete.
Colin Johnson.
Yeah, throwing on your back foot is really hard as a quarterback, and I think right there, if he had a chance to set his feet, go through his
Throw down.
step into it, that would have been a better throw. But for him, the pressure's been coming all night, so he's seeing ghosts everywhere like Patrick Swayze, right? So at this moment, he's like, I know where the guy's supposed to be. Let me just get the ball there, and it becomes very hard as a quarterback with the crowd, with everybody going. So just step into it and being able to make that throw.
Third down and 7.
Coming at you as a quarterback.
Mike McDonald. Timeout, Mike McDonald.
Kind of a weird movie when you think about it. Is it? Yeah, when you had like Jeremy or somebody else, and just Whoopi Goldberg, there's a lot going on. I love you, Mike.
I missed you, bro. Oh.
So, 18 seconds ago, and this is what coaches love in the preseason, guys, right? Like situations like this that you're going to see in the regular season. They're going to be important, whether it's clock management, whether it's 2-minute drills. See what this Seahawks defense can do.
Coach McDowell fired up right there, man. That's the intensity. And that's what we talked about. He's making the mark that this is his team now. It's good to see.
Brandon Healy, Tyreek Smith, Connor O'Toole. Raiders need 7 on this third down.
What are they doing? What are they doing? Call the timeout! Field goal. 5. We go. Bro.
He left his leg in there. That was completely short. You have the crap table. You just yeah, he did that. It just wasn't enough, you know. It was a good idea, but just bad execution.
Defense holds for Mike McDonald and the Seattle Seahawks, despite a bit of frustration on McDonald's face.
Yeah. Getting after the referees. You're getting after them at practice, too, so.
I think this is where we remind Mike of the defense. And 2 interceptions by the Seahawks defense in that first half. And a 16-3 lead over the Las Vegas Raiders. Both teams preseason opener tonight. Here in beautiful Seattle, Washington. Stay with us, Paul and Cliff. Bring to halftime right after this.
Back live at Lumen Field for the Seahawks halftime show. The Hawks lead the Raiders at the break 16-3. Cliff Eagle joining us as always here on the sidelines. And Cliff, a couple of things jumped out at us in that first half, but the DB certainly in the secondary of the Seahawks making some noise.
Yes, seeing the young players make some noise, get some interceptions, making some big plays, I think it's huge. It's a confidence booster. But then to add on to that, you see the veteran players that aren't in pads running out there celebrating those guys. I think that's awesome because one is giving those guys a lot of energy. It's telling those guys they deserve to be here. But during the regular season, we're going to have to slow down with some of those penalties. But overall, though, seeing the DBs get after them, I think that's been pretty cool to see the young players making some big plays and having the older players celebrate.
You think Mike McDonald cares much about those penalties right now?
Ooh, I don't know. I think so, right? Because you also don't want to create bad habits. You also don't want to let guys know that it's okay to mess up from time to time. But I think deep down inside with his core guys, he'll tell them, like, hey, I appreciate it, but we got to slow down on those types of things. All right, well, we will continue here on the halftime show from Lumen Field. Get the Seahawks lead the Raiders 16-3. Coming up next, your local news, and after the break, we'll take a closer look at the numbers and some flag football for the ladies out there entertaining us at halftime. We'll be right back.
RSM stands as the unwavering leader of the middle market, empowering you to take charge of change and conquer this era of transformation. RSM, experience the power of being understood. Before the 12 driver assist systems, before the 7 passenger seat, the Airmatic adaptive suspension, and predictive AI technology, it starts with the same simple philosophy to deliver the world's greatest vehicles. The 7-passenger Mercedes-Benz GLS. Even standing still, it's moving forward.
Anything for Bud Light, official beer sponsor of the NFL.
In the fight against Alzheimer's, now matters because now we have treatments. Now we're seeing change because now we're making it. So now it's time to move. Your community will never quit. At the Alzheimer's Association, walk to end Alzheimer's. Join the fight at ALZ.org/walk.
I don't think they take that here.
Of course they take Discover.
Stuck in the past, baby.
You're the one who owns 13 pairs of parachute pants.
And these are my 14.
Discover is accepted in 99% of places nationwide.
is in the books in Seattle at Lumen Field as the Seahawks lead it 16-3 at halftime. We continue here on the halftime show with Cliff Averill. And Cliff, you look at some of the numbers from the first half, and the Seahawks got a pretty evenly matched half there, except for third down. Pretty impressive third down conversion for the Seahawks.
Yeah, and that's huge, right? Yeah, you don't want to come off the field. So allowing the guys to be able to, continue to keep moving the ball on third down is always a positive. Now, of course, you want to keep running the ball a little bit better. You want to run the ball a little bit better, and of course, 4 touchdowns.
All right, let's talk about running the football. Gray Zabel, Abe Lucas, a couple of those guys on the offensive line had a couple of drives in this game. Gray Zabel, in particular, pretty dominant.
No doubt. And I'm not one to like offensive line, being a defensive line. But I am impressed with him and what he's been able to do. Just seeing him move guys off the ball, kind of paying attention, being attentive to the detail. Obviously, there's.
All right, so first half stats here from the Seahawks Raiders. Aiden O'Connell has 114 yards and 2 picks. Drew Lock, 147 yards, a TD, a pick. The Seahawks backup Hawani has 7 for 61. Incredible run game there for him.
And, you're forced into some frustration when you're playing a guy who's so solid fundamentally this early in his career.
No doubt, no doubt. I mean, you got a young player that's moving some of these veteran players off the ball. And it's preseason, you get a little mad. You want to do some different things. So that's where some of these penalties start to play a role in the game. But again, for him, I think it's just huge to see him feel confident, especially having the other guys around him. Because on the offensive line, they're a unit. And when you build confidence with the other guys next to you, it only gets better.
Let's look ahead to the second half. Jalen Milroe expected to start at quarterback, and we're going to see some interesting things from him because he has so many intangibles on him.
No, I agree. I'm looking forward to it. Of course, everybody wants to see him run around, but watching him in practice and seeing how well he throws the ball as well, I think it's going to be huge. So him being able to show both dynamics, for the first time is going to be pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I would imagine that this game picks up a lot of speed here as he gets into his first NFL action.
No doubt, no doubt. But it still starts with the running game, though, to alleviate him from having to use his legs, alleviate him from having to, throw the ball. I think they have to keep that running game going, and then I think him getting into it, I think it's going to be pretty cool.
A lot to look forward to in the second half here at Lumen Field. Again, the Seahawks lead it 16-3. Let's go back upstairs now to Kate and the Mikes.
All right, you two. Great stuff at halftime.
The mics. That's hilarious.
It's just easier to refer to you guys as one person. What he's talking about is Michael Robinson, Michael Bennett, Super Bowl champions for the Seattle Seahawks.
Something I know the Seahawks want to do this year. They get to that place where they have